Good morning, dear students. Today I am here to present the subject science for class 9th. In previous class, we studied about the how particles of matter attract each other, states of matter, can matter change its state. Today we shall discuss about the sublimation. What is sublimation? How sublimations will take place? So let us see. Here, sublimations means a change of state directly from solid to gas without changing into liquid state is called sublimation. A change of state directly from solid to gas without changing into liquid state is called sublimation. So how sublimation will be takes place? So let us see. So through the activity. Observe this figure. So this is an sublimation of ammonium chloride. So set up the apparatus as shown in the figure. Here take the cotton plug, inverted funnel, ammonium chloride, china dish and burner. And then these take some camphor or ammonium chloride, crush it and put into a china dish. Take some camphor or ammonium chloride, crush it and put in a china dish. Put an inverted funnel over the china dish. So here observe this figure. So over the ammonium chloride, here funnel is put it into the over the ammonium chloride. And then put a cotton plug on the stem of the funnel. Now heat slowly. What do you have to observe? What do we infer from this activity? So you have to see that solid camphor or ammonium chloride is heated and it changes into vapor. If the vapors are cooled, it changes into solid. Means when ammonium chloride or camphor is heated, it changes into vapor. Directly it can be changes into solid to gaseous state without changing into the liquid state. If the vapors are cooled, it changes into solid. So that's why here a change of state directly from solid to gas without changing into liquid states, so it is called it as sublimation. And next one, effects of change of pressure. Effects of change of pressure. So we have already learned that the differences in various states of matter is due to the differences in the distance between the constituent particles. What will happen when we start putting pressure and compress a gas enclosed in a cylinder? Will the particles come close? Do you think that increase or decreasing the pressure can change the states of matter? So let us see. So here by applying the pressure, observe this figure. So through the piston, by applying the pressure, particles of matter be brought close together. So observe these three cylinders. And through the piston, here when its when pressure is applied, here the particles are come close together. When pressure is applied on gas, the particles come closer and the gas changes into liquid. When pressure is applied on gas, the particles come close and the gas changes into liquid. When we liquefy gases by applying pressure and reducing the temperature. So compressed solid carbon dioxide is called dry ice. means when the solid carbon dioxide is stored under high pressure, solid carbon dioxide gets converted directly to gaseous state and decrease of pressure to 1 atmosphere without coming into the liquid state. This is the reason that carbon dioxide is also known as dry ice. Once again I repeat it. When solid carbon dioxide is stored under high pressure, solid carbon dioxide gets converted directly to gaseous state and decrease of pressure to 1 atmospheric without coming into liquid state. So that's the reason that solid carbon dioxide is also known as dry ice. So we can say that when pressure is reduced, it changes directly to gas without coming into liquid state. So solid carbon dioxide is known as dry ice. And then interconversion of 3 states of matter. So students, in your previous class, you know that the 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gases. Here, solid, liquid and gases are the 3 states of matter. So here, see that when solid is heated, it can be changes into liquid state. When liquid is heated, it can be changes into gaseous state. So when gaseous state is cooled, it can be changes into liquid state. And liquid is cooled, it can be changes into solid state. So you have to see the change of states in the matter. And then the states of matter are interconvertible. The states of matter can be changed by changing the temperature or pressure. The states of matter are interconvertible. The states of matter can be changed by changing the temperature or pressure. And then evaporation. So you know that evaporation. So here evaporation means it can be easily known that in your previous classes also. So in this class we know that what do you mean by evaporation? So how evaporations will be and takes place? So here do we always need to heat or change pressure for changing the states of matter? Some examples from everyday life. With change of states from liquid to vapor takes place without liquid reaching the boiling point. Water, when left uncovered slowly, it changes into vapor. Wet cloths dry up. What happens to water in the above 2 examples? So here we know that particles of matters are always moving and are never at rest. At a given temperature in any gas, liquid or solid, these particles with different amounts of kinetic energy. In case of liquids, a small fraction of particles that the surface having kinetic energy is able to break away from the force of attraction of other particles and get converted into vapor. Here evaporations means the change of liquid into vapor at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. Once again it can be repeated. The change of liquid into vapor at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. Here evaporation is a surface phenomena. Particles from the surface gain energy. Energy to overcome the force of attraction and changes into vapor. So evaporation is a surface phenomena. Particles from the surface gain energy or gain enough energy to overcome the force of attraction and change into vapor states. And next one. So what are the effects of evaporation? Here factors affecting evaporation, let us see. Here the rate of evaporation depend upon the surface area, means temperature, humidity and wind speed. So it can be depend upon the temperature, humidity and wind speed. When increase in the surface area, so increases the rate of evaporation. Increase in the surface area, increase the rate of evaporation. When increase in temperature, increase the rate of evaporation. When high temperature is there, here the rate of evaporation is also high. So here increase in temperature, increasing the rate of evaporation. And increase in humidity decreases the rate of evaporation. When humidity is very low, the rate of evaporation is also very low. So increase in wind speed increases the rate of evaporation. Increase in the wind speed, here increase the rate of evaporation, are the factors affect the evaporation. And then evaporation causes cooling. So how evaporation cause cooling? So let us see. Here when a liquid evaporates, the particles of the liquid absorb heat from the surroundings and evaporates. So the surroundings becomes cold. When a liquid evaporates, the particles of the liquid absorb heat from the surroundings and evaporates. So the surroundings become cooled. For example, people sprinkle water on the roof or open ground because during evaporation water absorbs heat, makes the hot surface cool. For example, people sprinkle water on the roof or open ground because during evaporation water absorbs heat, makes the hot surface cool. Same as during summer we sweat. During summer we sweat more because during evaporation the sweat absorbs heat from our body and making the body cool. So you have to see that we are in a why should we wear cotton cloths in summer? Why should we wear cotton cloths in summer? Here wearing cotton cloths in summer keeps us cool because cotton absorbs sweat, and when the sweat evaporates it absorbs heat from our body and making the body cool. Wearing cotton cloths in summer keeps us cool because cotton absorbs sweat, and when the sweat evaporates it absorbs heat from our body and making the body cool. So that's the reason we wear cotton cloths in a summer. Okay dear students, so today we shall discuss today about the sublimation, how sublimations will be and takes place, effects of change of pressure, interconversion of three states of matter, evaporation, factors affecting evaporation, evaporation causes cooling. Okay, thank you.